Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Goofcast, Goofing Off's very own podcast. I will be your host, Kyle Glockner, and I am joined by
Cameron Blenton
and
Drew Brown.
Yep. So you might know I'm the producer of Goofing Off currently. I do Animanga, the anime review segment. I've done some other things in the past, such as older Face Off. I've been on Face Offs. I play horror games on Spooking Off, and couple other things here and there. Cameron, let's get that list started.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's see. I currently am doing esports unzipped. I used to do movie snobs and cam, retro rewind, tutorial mode.
A lot to be short.
Yeah. What did I do anything else? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. What about good old Andrew Brown over there?
I've done a lot of my name followed by a verb.
There was Go Ab for a bit.
There was go out for a bit.
Yeah,
Then, hunting. No, that was first was trucking,
trucking.
hunting, and now cooking.
Yeah, because I remember I checked the chat and you were like, guys, I'm doing a trucking segment, and I was like, what did I miss?
a lot of jokes that evolved into real segments.
Yeah, but
That's usually how it goes, honestly.
Kind of.
honest. That's how Goof goes. But yeah, so we like to do a lot of things with movies, anime, esports, but mostly video games, and that's what we're mostly going to be talking about today. Those great old games that we like to play. So I think I'll start with just asking two of you, what's some games that you've recently played that you've enjoyed that you want to talk about?
I've been playing a lot of Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
I know you have.
Yeah, that's all you
informed us.
talk about.
It's so
I know.
good. I don't care.
Honestly,
I convinced Colin to play it.
yeah, you
yeah,
sure
you
did.
did do that.
Yeah.
I'd like to play it, but I'm bad at video games.
You don't have to be good at it.
See, the thing is, I do want to get it because it looks like something I could get behind more so than Dark Souls. About the same amount as Bloodborne, because that was also a game that I almost purchased, was Bloodborne. I don't think that right now I have a very large backlog of games, which is why it's very ironic that I was like, hey, let's talk about games we recently played, when I'm like, but I don't know. I personally don't want to spend $60 on it right now just to have it sit in my drawer behind every other Switch and PS4 game that I currently own. But no, it looks very good, and I do want to play it at some point. I would like to.
Yeah, I'd wait for a price drop.
That's fair.
Because I bought Bloodborne for $20, and I played it for 10 minutes.
And you just quit?
I stopped because I was like, I'll pick this up some other time.
I think I got PS Plus. I think Bloodborne was the free game 3 months prior, and I was like, oh, come on.
It's
Is it faster than Bloodborne or about the same? Because I know Bloodborne's really fast.
I'll say it's a
compared to
little
Dark
bit
Souls.
faster, but it's also more forgiving on a lot of things. Like, you can get hit a lot more, and your blocks are so much nicer. So, you don't have to have, that precision timing to get everything perfect.
Okay.
It's a lot easier in
How much rolling is involved?
0. There's not a single roll you
Is
can
it all
do.
those dodges?
Honestly, I'm okay with that.
It's all just, sidestepping or blocking,
Okay.
and that was, my biggest gripe was for me, because I played Dark Souls and it's all rolling, was
Yeah,
that
it's
things
rolling the video game.
It really is, but there are things that just don't look like they should be blockable, like a giant's foot coming down on you, and you just have a katana, and I'm just like, parry.
That's fair. You get him the little Lego on the carpet. You poke his foot. He goes, ooh, ow, that hurt, and then you go stab time.
Yes, and you also set him on fire, which is
Yeah,
yes, you do.
with your
Logical
katana.
No, with your hand.
No, with your katana.
You're right.
You just like a lighter. You just kind of pop the blade, flame ignites, and you just
Dip it in the old bucket of oil, pick up a lighter.
you're good. Hit the button, spray the kerosene.
And and the entire time he's just there bouncing around like, ow, my foot.
Sekiro 2 idea.
Yes, there.
You can take that one from software. You got anything else you've been playing besides Sekiro? What did you play right before it?
Right before that, just a lot of Hearthstone.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time to move on from Hearthstone because you're the only one that cares about it.
Yeah, I really am, and
I'm
I
not
don't.
a Hearthstone guy.
No, that's fair. It's a card game.
Because what have I? Because I just bought Yoshi, although I haven't been able to give it any time yet.
I want to play it.
I think among the last games that I really played was Nier Automata.
Okay.
Cause as far as new games, there was Pokemon Let's Go and then Smash for about a week.
Yeah.
Hey, Joker's coming at some point.
Maybe.
So that'll get me another 3 days in the game. But no, I wanted to pick up Nier ever since it came out back in 2016. Was it 16 or 17?
I think 16.
I think 16.
Sounds like a
16
16 game.
But I did not own a PlayStation at all at that time. I didn't get one until like I think 2017. Yeah, because I got it after Persona 5 came out. Because I got it for Persona 5. But I remember being really excited at E3 last year because they were showing Nier, and I was like, yes, please, Switch, please, please. And they're like,
Yeah.
Nier on the Xbox. And I was like,
I was gonna say I thought they released on the Xbox too.
why?
yeah.
But no, that game deserved every amount of praise that it got back then. Because, like, it looks like, and it's kind of designed as what you would expect a hack and slash to kind of be, where like you got like some combos you can kind of chain and like some upgradable abilities and stuff. But the main thing I like about it is how, like, with the focus of the story and how you don't just have to hack and slash every single enemy you see, because there's it's not much of a spoiler to the plot or anything, but like
It's
there's
been
a
out for
lot of
3
points where I know there's like a carnival level in particular where like you can just walk through the carnival and not attack any of the machines. Like, they don't attack you. There will be
Like a real carnival.
yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, you can walk through a carnival without slaughtering
Not to
everyone.
attack anybody.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, my trips to Disney have been a lot different from yours.
Wait, you consider Disney a carnival?
I mean, like,
It's a big
It's
carnival.
a theme park.
just
Carnival.
a big
me
carnival.
calling that level a carnival was more a error on my end. It's more of a
Oh,
theme
okay.
park.
Okay.
But yeah, no, and like, because I mean, there's a lot of games that have like the plot of like, no, the enemy's not really the enemy, and no, the good guys are the bad guys, and that's kind of what Nier is going for. Based on my thoughts, based on the first playthrough, I mean, that seemed kind of obvious to me. But no, like, if it didn't give you like that option to like abstain from fighting, I don't think that would have like really impacted me as much, or I wouldn't have like really taken that into consideration as much anymore. Because like after that, whenever I would have to like attack machines, I'd be like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. Like there's a boss fight with a rogue android at one point, because you like androids like from your organization, and you can just stand there not fighting for like a solid 2 minutes before the game's like, okay, you get on with this.
Yeah.
But like during that time, I was like, can I resolve this peacefully? And the game's like,
No.
in this instance, no. And I was like, oh, okay, it's time. And it does a lot of like switching between 3D and like side scrolly parts and levels.
does?
And yeah,
I didn't know about
it,
that.
see, it bothered. Well, so there's
So it's
like
like Sonic.
well, kind of. So the game starts out in like a spaceship shoot 'em up style level where like there's
cool.
enemies coming in, like it's a bullet storm, and you're just like shooting at them. And I was like, this is not the game that I thought it was. But then like something happens, and it's like, all right, now you're running around as Android Waifu, cutting things with your katana. And I mean, that was one of my favorite parts of the game, because the combos feel really nice to pull off. But then yeah, there's parts in the levels where it'll just switch to like a side scrolly type thing where that's like kind of your field. And there's a couple parts where like you have depth to the level, but no, it just switches between those two, and it goes really well actually. Like I said, I wish I played this game when it came out.
Isn't there a level where you fight the creator of the game?
I don't know.
I could have
Like
sworn.
I said, there are 26 endings, one for each letter of the alphabet. Most are joke endings. I think there's like,
Oh yeah, there's a fish one that you eat. You eat a fish and you die.
that's fair. I know the first ending, you're locked in, you get ending A. I think you need I read you need 3 full playthroughs to get the true ending, which I believe is ending E, I think.
Oh.
E. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Nier. I've bought several games that I've taken. I've been like, all right, I have this game. I've opened it.
And that's
on
it.
the desk again.
That's what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, Andrew Brown. Let's hear it.
I
What you got?
I bought Nier. I bought the Game of the Year edition though. I know you're kind of mad about that.
I'm furious about that because I bought it for the same price that they're selling the Game of the Year edition for, and it comes with like all the DLC, which I don't know if it's even that much. I know it's just like some costume
I don't
stuff.
know either. I just figured I'd get it because it's like $10 more.
And you can't go wrong with the Game of the Year edition over the original.
know.
Yeah, and plus the box art's really cool.
I know it is. I want it, but continue.
I bought that last week. I bought that, and I bought the original Devil May Cry on PS2 because the new one
Okay.
came out, and I've been and I have 2 already.
I've heard a lot of very good things about the new
and
one.
I really wanted to play them all and to play Devil May Cry 5.
Devil May Cry 5 looks so good. I want to buy it, but like, I don't know.
I have not invested myself at all in the Devil May Cry series, so
Yeah. Devil May Cry has always been a series that I've seen and been like, that's super cool, but I never had the time to. I never got into it.
Same.
Yeah.
And I figure like, with the return of all these old characters as like super old cool dudes,
Yeah.
I always figure like for a longtime fan of the series, I think that's super cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
It's
just
really
never got into it.
it's
Yeah.
awesome.
But I bought that, and then I bought Gravity Rush on the Vita, if you know what that is.
I mean I've seen it because that's like
I've seen
that's
it
like
too.
the only Vita game that game stores carry nowadays. They have that. They always have 2 copies of Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah, you're right.
They always have either Danganronpa 1 or 2, never both.
Sometimes Ultra Despair Girls.
Sometimes. Never
lucky.
V3. And then a bunch of other really obscure. They always have MLB. Always MLB.
MLB like 10.
They always got it.
2010. I have a lot of games on my Vita that are, my PS4 that are backlogged, but I won't even talk about those. I've been playing Zero Escape, and that is a visual novel series. There's a lot of time, like,
Shenanigans.
yeah, shenanigans. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There are, you've seen, I've sent the,
Yeah, I remember
the
you
flowcharts.
sent a very long flow chart, and you were like, "Yeah, that's that's Zero Escape right now."
The first one was on the DS, and it's like, they released,
The Nintendo.
yeah, they
DS.
released the first 2 in like a pack for the PS4, and it had the thing with on the DS release. It had the thing with Nier where you had to play the game like a ton, like a bunch of times.
Oh.
But it has this thing now where you can jump to certain points in the story.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you don't have to play
Oh,
like
that makes sense.
Yeah, you have to play like 8,000 times. And I think that's
like
really
a
nice.
visual novel should.
Yeah, and it's really nice. Those are great.
Because
I recommend
they
those.
they were made by someone.
Axis Games.
But wasn't it the guy that like worked on Danganronpa?
No,
One of them.
He's like the other weird killing game visual novel guy.
Yeah.
Because it's a killing game. It's a killing
Yeah.
game. There's 3 of them.
Because I was saying, I mean, I played it a while ago, but I got one of my friends to finally finish the first Danganronpa game after 3 years.
I'm working on my brother.
Yeah, my friend also started Danganronpa 2, and he already likes it more, which I was like,
it's
yeah.
really good.
yeah,
I
you're
only
gonna like
watched the
Danganronpa 2.
anime.
But yeah, Zero Escape's good. I recommend that one. I've also been playing Deathmark. It's on the Switch. It's another visual novel.
Yeah, because that one's on Vita and Switch
Yeah, it's
and
on Vita
PS4.
Yeah, it's on PS4 too. But it's really good. It's like a horror one.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Spooking
But
off time.
I don't think it's not as good as Zero Escape, but it was pretty good because I took a break after I finished the second Zero Escape, and because it's too much to take in.
Yeah.
So I wanted to play the third one, but I waited a little bit and got Deathmark, and that's really fun. And it's another really obscure visual novel
Yeah.
that no one's heard of. Other than that, I've been playing Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yakuza's great.
Yeah, right now I have Yakuza on my backlog.
You should
I
play it.
have Yoshi, Crash. I have the rest of Octopath Traveler on my backlog.
I
It's
have
like,
the entire game.
I really want to. Octopath is stressful. It's annoying.
That's why I haven't played it yet.
I very much appreciate it. It is one of the most annoying games I've ever played.
It looks. I've seen gameplay of it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've
It's
heard
basically
really hard.
like, it's if a JRPG was like unnecessarily not difficult, but it's
Annoying and tedious.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
it's
kinda
tedious. That's the word. Because like, you don't have that thing where like, if you go to like the starting area of an RPG and you're like, these weak enemies I killed 20 hours ago, time to finish them off in one hit. With Octopath, it's like, you're gonna be working on those boys for a couple minutes.
Oh no.
And like, I was 10 levels over the level cap for one of the bosses, or the level recommendation.
Yeah. Still hard.
didn't get halfway through the health bar. They do this annoying thing where it's like, you can't use magic, but only some magic. And I'm like, but why? Don't do that. I just want to beat Ophelia's story, please.
See,
and everyone's going to roast me because they'll be like, you can't even beat Ophelia's story.
Oh, welcome to the Dark Souls community. If you can't beat a boss, oh boy.
That's fair.
Yeah, Dark Souls
Other
is
than
scary.
that, I have the Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition that neither of you have ever probably heard of.
Nope,
on my
that's
Switch.
okay. All of my games you never heard of.
That's fair. I've heard of Zero Escape, probably mostly through you ranting about it. But
It's great. Everyone should play it.
See, a game in my backlog is No Man's Sky. Like, now that it's actually a game. Like,
big oof.
I paid the $60, and now, like, 5 years...
That was your own choice.
It was. It absolutely was. And now 5 years later, it's actually a game.
Yeah. But speaking of games on the backlog or games that you haven't played yet, what's some upcoming games that you're excited about? Not necessarily like in the coming months, but just like things that we know have been announced. I know in particular, time to alienate Cameron, Persona 5 The Royal.
Oh, here I go.
Yeah,
That's coming.
and S.
Yeah, Persona 5S. What is that?
What I'm thinking with S, I think it's gonna be
I have a
because I know Best Buy did
Best Buy had a little thing in
They leaked that it's gonna be on Switch, so I'm thinking S is gonna be like you know how they released Catherine on PC.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it's gonna be.
I also think that the most. I have several issues with that, however, just personally, because like, all right, for anyone who doesn't know, little history. Persona 4 released on the PS2 back in 2008.
I think
That's correct. I think either 8 or 9.
because 3 was 6.
Yeah. That's Persona 4, PS2, fun times. Persona 4 The Golden, which is what most people have played nowadays, released in 2012, I believe.
The game that saved the Vita.
That was for the Vita. It was an updated version of Persona 4. There were a couple more social links, some added story. It's basically a better version of Persona 4. Like there is no reason to play Persona 4 over the Golden, in my opinion.
Except for Chie's original voice actors.
That's also true. The thing with Persona 5, the Royal, it's kind of assumed that it's going to be Persona 5's version of the Golden, where it's going to be kind of a updated version. They're going to tweak a couple things in the formula, add a couple things maybe. All we've gotten so far is the tease of a new female character. The debate is still out on whether she is a female protagonist or not. I personally don't think she is. That's a whole nother thing. But we're getting more information on that on the 24th. We're getting the P5S information on the 25th. My issue with it being a Switch version of Persona 5, assuming that P5S is Persona 5 Switch, meaning that it is the original version of Persona 5 on the Switch, I don't want that at that point.
I don't either. I was thinking.
If they're gonna, it'd be like if they were like, hey, so we're going to release Persona 4 The Golden on the PS Vita, but also we're just gonna put regular P4 on the Vita or like another console. Like if they put it on like the
PS3.
I don't know what was around out at that time. The
PS3.
like Wii U.
Oh,
maybe?
Wii.
Like if they did it for Nintendo.
Okay, yeah.
But like, I'm gonna buy Persona 5 The Royal and see what's different about it. I've done 3 playthroughs of Persona 5. Like, it's an amazing game and I love it. But I mean, I don't want to start. I don't have to start from 0 on base Persona 5 again when I could just play Persona 5 The Royal. Like, if they release Royal for Switch, then that's where my money's going. But like, if they just want to be like, hey, we're gonna port it. I mean, it's a little late. They did it like a year or 2 ago. I would have been like, okay, that's cool. That's kind of opening up the opportunity. But I really don't want just Persona 5 on the Switch. I think that would be a bad move.
To be fair, they did port Binding of Isaac like 6 years after its release.
But did Binding of Isaac have an updated version that released separately from this, and this was ported as the original version? Because that's the issue here is Persona 5 The Royal is basically an updated version of Persona 5.
Okay.
What we would be getting is Persona 5 The Royal on PS4, and then OG 2017 Persona 5 on the Switch.
Okay, no, it's the updated version on the Switch.
That's my main issue with it.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
It seems logical to me. Like it would be released on Switch and PC, for example.
Yeah.
Like because they did that with Catherine. Because they're
gonna be
releasing the
all right,
definitive.
Well,
Hear
with
me
Catherine,
out.
they added new stuff. Like they
Yeah.
added another Catherine.
No, that's the new version coming out in September. The one they released on PC is just the base game on the 360 in the PS3.
But see, the thing with that is the P5S announcement comes after the P5R announcement. So like if they like give us P5R, it's got all this like updated stuff, and then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Persona 5's coming to the Switch, not the Royal, and I'd be like,
well then
why?
maybe it's something completely different.
Persona 5 swimming. It's time. Joker joins the Shujin Academy swimming team that they never mentioned in the game, and that's what actually happened during the story of Persona 5. That's what's going on.
Maybe it's, be like a fighting game. Like
Persona 5 is Suplex.
No, it's
Persona
Super
5.
for Dragon Ball Super.
Persona 5 Super, that could be it.
That could be it. Which because I think in like the Atlas survey a while ago, that was one of the things. I mean, like Persona 5 fighting game would be that'd be fun. I hope it's that.
How much more could it be other than Persona 4 right now? Like I mean, you'd be able
characters.
to play as Joker, but like and the gang, but like
yeah.
I don't really care about fighting games that much.
That's fair. I mean, we played Persona. I played Persona 4 Arena Ultimax at Katsucon.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. I mean, I don't own either of the Persona 4 fighting games, so if they released a Persona 5 fighting game, I would buy it. But I mean, like, it'll be cool.
Yeah, I guess it'd be alright.
Other than that, I'm excited for Mario Maker for Switch.
I play Mario
I could
Maker.
live without it.
I didn't have a Wii U or a 3D. Well, I had a 3DS for a little while, but
I mean, I mean, I didn't think that with Mario Maker 2 they would add as much as they're adding a lot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, well that's because that new Super Mario game came out with oh wait no, did it come out yet? The one with Toadette?
Let's not talk about
Mario
that
Wii
one.
U.
Let's
Mario
not,
Wii U Switch.
let's not talk about that one. But
I don't know
yeah,
why they just didn't make a new Mario game.
I don't know either. Whatever. No, that's I mean that's a cool. It was a cool surprise from last Direct. That was, I'm excited for it. I don't really have much more to say about it. I guess.
I just get too angry at it.
That's fair.
You know that.
Oh, I do. I mean, obvious ones. I mean, there's Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are coming out.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Bayonetta 3. Maybe.
Yeah, Bayonetta 3.
Maybe.
They talked about it. That one game at the very end. They were the Platinum Games announced. I'm really hyped.
Oh yeah, Astral Link.
Yeah, Astral something. Astral Chain, I think.
Astral Chain. Yep.
What about
that looks really cool.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
In like 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, we're supposed to be getting DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 at some point.
Yeah, like 40 years.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Now they can add all the Marvel heroes. They can add all the Fox characters.
Yep.
It'll be great.
Peter Griffin.
Homer Simpson. He's coming.
He's coming.
Goku
dude.
will show up at one point for some reason.
That would just make sense at that point.
Honestly.
Oh, what
Disney
else?
buys Toei Animation.
I mean,
no.
Disney's bought everything else, so why not?
Goku gotta fight Mickey Mouse.
Mickey wins.
Who would win, Donald Duck or Goku?
Goku gotta fight.
Donald, he just
Peter
go
Griffin.
Thundergat all the time.
That's fair. I'm trying to think. I know there's a couple others. Either you got one?
I know Zero Escape Man's working on a new game. I'm hyped for that. And Danganronpa.
Oh yeah, because they like broke off and formed their own company. They're like, this is going to be separate from Danganronpa and Zero Escape. You read every game's description. This game focuses on a group of people who are locked in a situation.
and
They have to kill each other. And it's like, all right, wow. It's like, all right, let's look at the character designs. Yeah, those look like Danganronpa designs.
Ace Attorney. It's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, I'm actually really excited about that.
Yeah,
And
I want to get
Dragon's Dogma.
Oh yeah, I did see Dragon's Dogma.
Shout out.
I might get it.
Okay,
I don't know. We'll see.
My friend Calvin has been pestering me for over a year to play that game, and I was like, I don't care. And then it's like, hey, it's coming out on Twitch, and I was like, that's a sign, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I've always been interested in Ace Attorney. I just never cared to get it back on the DS. And
Another DS game ported to a home console that I will be buying.
No, I'm totally fine with the Switch kind of being a port machine, because I mean, like that's really important for games to be easily available. Like that's kind of the whole gripe. At least that's my gripe with Nintendo kind of not doing anything with the Virtual Console. Is like, you kind of. I mean, with the Wii and Wii U, you had access to almost any NES, SNES, or N64 game you could think of. There's like a save few that I don't think they put on there, but like they're the more obscure ones that you could probably get at a used game store for cheap.
So today, apparently, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission came out. You buying it?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that-
at
That did
Card game.
happen. Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's a card game, isn't it?
It is.
I was gonna say
I'm literally just like going through the list of like,
A Dragon Ball card game.
yeah,
That sounds.
it's kind of
dumb.
it's like a I'm pretty sure it's like a gacha card game too.
it is. You combine
How
them
do
and
you
everything.
do that on the Switch?
How much
though?
is it?
Let's find out. Give me like 2
If
seconds.
it's above $30,
Well, how
no.
how do you do a gacha game on a console?
It's $60.
Yeah, no
serious?
way.
It is a full game.
I know there's a lot of stuff. I've heard very good things about the game.
I haven't heard anything about the game.
I've heard. I mean,
I've just seen commercials. That's
I mean,
it.
apparently it's basically just like a fan fiction dream come true because it's just like everything happens
All right, I guess.
in the game, and I mean like, it's cool. I don't really care. There is that one Dragon Ball RPG coming out.
Oh yeah,
that
Project Z.
Yeah, Project Z. That just like, I mean, it looks good and it looks like you can just like.
I haven't seen anything for it.
Yeah, no, the trailer came out and it kind of gives you the all right, here we're gonna go Raditz through Boo vibes once again, but then it's like
Fair.
you see Goku like running around like Capsule and like the woods, and I'm like, this is gonna be a full like, is it gonna be what Xenoverse wanted to be?
I had a Dragon Ball Z RPG on my Game Boy Advance.
Those are very good.
They are.
Like
I never got.
It's so weird.
I never got too.
Dragon
into
Ball
it,
games
but-
are so weird.
Drew, I know
like-
you'll like this. Resident Evil 4, and Resident Evil
Oh,
0.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
RE4.
RE4 is coming out again.
on the Switch. I'm gonna buy it again.
and then isn't RE0 1
0 and 1, not 2.
I thought there was a third game in that
Maybe
collection.
3, but no, it should just be RE4,
I mean,
RE0,
two
and
frankly
RE1.
wouldn't make sense at this point, but
Well, if it was, they never remade 2 until now, so they would have to release like the original 2, which did get released on the GameCube.
I know. I think it already came out, but I know they put Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 on the Switch.
Yeah,
Just out of nowhere.
I never been into Final Fantasy really, but
I mean,
had
me neither.
10 as a
I've
kid.
always wanted to play 7. Like that's the one. I've also heard it. I mean, I've heard 7, 8, and 9 are like the ones that you should play if you play them. 10, I've also heard.
I had 10.
Yeah.
My aunt got me
10,
10. and
I think is
2.
the one that like a lot of people who don't play Final Fantasy, because like that's our friend Steven.
Oh.
He's played Final Fantasy 10, and I was like, Mr. No JRPG man himself.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's coming.
We have
I'm
like
excited
10
for
total seconds of gameplay footage for it, but like it's coming.
that. I didn't play 2, but I really don't have to.
Yeah, no one does.
2's terrible.
Code Vein. I'm looking forward to that.
Never heard of it.
It's essentially.
Oh right, it's like anime Dark Souls. Right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Where
Oh, that's
Alright,
been,
cool,
that's been a
man.
thing for a while.
it has. It's funny that Sekiro came out first.
Oh yeah.
Because Sekiro
Fair.
got announced after Code Vein. Who guessed? Anyways, we've also got Digimon Survive. I don't know anything about that.
Digimon,
Dude, I love Digimon.
Digimon games, from what I've heard, have always been
they're good.
surprisingly good.
really are.
I have Cyber Sleuth. I have not. I got a little bit into it and kind of dropped off because I got a different game.
That's usually how
think
it
I got-
goes.
I think I played Persona more than I just finished that, but I got to get back into it. But it was pretty good from what I played.
I know PQ2 is, I think, like the last game coming out for the 3DS, which is, I wish I could be excited for that at this point.
If I wish I had a 3DS so I could play.
Well,
it.
like,
I'd buy it and have a second Koromari play.
Just the fact that like they didn't dub it is really weird.
it is weird.
Like-
well, I don't know. There's so many. All the characters are there. So they have to
I
get
know-
like everybody.
I mean, I know, but like, Persona's always had a good English dub, and like, I don't know. I've heard some things saying that some Japanese players prefer the dub.
That's
It's
fair.
one of those games, and I don't know. It just seems weird to me. I think that killed my hype for it a lot more than it should have.
Yeah.
Like
it's just
even I'm like, okay, get over it, but at the same time I'm like, man, it just bothers me.
I usually watch subbed stuff, but yeah, with
that too.
With Persona, it's like with Persona, it's like you're meant to fall in love with the characters.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you do it with their voices.
Yeah.
So with the Japanese voices, I mean, they're cool, but it's like
I've watched the Persona 4 Golden anime subbed. I've watched the Persona. I've heard all the Japanese voices
I watched that dubbed.
through watching the anime. Golden wasn't dubbed.
Oh, was it?
The Golden animation has not been dubbed.
I didn't watch the golden one.
Right, because that's the 12 episode one that people don't like, but I really liked a lot.
Oh, I'm looking at Digimon Survive. Ooh.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Doesn't sound good.
No.
He's got
So-
that face.
So usually with every Digimon game that I've enjoyed, like I've played Digimon World 3, I've played Cyber Sleuth, You have like a party of Digimon, like kind of Pokemon-esque, and
That makes sense.
You run around and you fight other Digimon.
This doesn't sound promising.
No. So what it is
No Digimon?
there are Digimon, but that's it. You have Digimon
Explain.
on the field,
Okay.
and you have to move them around like chess pieces to beat up other
Oh,
Digimon.
so it's like Fire Emblem.
I was gonna say Fire Emblem.
Yeah, and I don't like that game
That's another
style.
game I'm so excited about that no one else cares about. Three Houses, even though it's a really weird premise.
See, I don't like that chess style gameplay, so that's why I don't like Fire Emblem.
Never played Fire Emblem.
I mean, I've only played Awakening and Birthright.
I'm
'cause
interested in trying Fire Emblem, but
Fire
I have a
Emblem.
3DS.
Honestly, I mean, this one for the Switch looks like it'll be a. I mean, I have a lot of mixed feelings about the Switch one. It looks, visually and gameplay wise, very good. The premise is what I'm caught up on, because it's basically
what I heard about
Fire
that.
Emblem Hogwarts edition. Because it's like it's
Oh.
when they said Three Houses, I mean, I immediately went to the Fates route in my head when it was like choose your side, and I was like, please don't make us do this again. This was annoying. But no, basically you just have like 3 like factions that are all at like one combined like Fire Emblem school, and basically you play the teacher who is training his students, and it's like, take your students to war, and I'm like,
Oh no.
You know?
So
where are the warriors of this nation? Like,
they're in school.
we gotta be like, all right, you want to pay off those student loans? Go beat up these guys.
Time to go.
So you
Time to
like
grab your
You're
sword
up.
and head out.
you guys like Crypt of the Necrodancer, right?
That's
yeah.
out on Switch too.
I
isn't
saw
it?
that.
And it's getting
There-
Zelda.
no,
stuff.
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
it's the-
No, it's not Crypt of the it's Cadence of Hyrule. Crypt
yeah.
of the Necrodancer featuring The Legend of Zelda. Please get the title correct.
Yes, I was
Dante
getting there.
from the Devil May Cry series.
And Knuckles.
And
Knuckles, yes.
Oh, and Cuphead's coming to Switch. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
that. I mean, look.
That's cool.
Yeah, another Dark
probably
Souls
won't
game.
do it.
Whatever.
All right, so I kind of because we talked about games that we've played, games that we're excited for. I kind of want to shift the focus a little bit now. I'm gonna ask you guys kind of 2 separate questions. First off, so what are 3 games like you get? What are your basically your 3 dream games that you would want Nintendo to release in like soon? And like
wait, just Nintendo?
for now, well, I'll expand later. Just Nintendo for now. I mean, like, I'll go ahead and give my first one. It would be a Mario Party 1 through 3 remaster collection.
Yeah.
So basically, like, take Mario Party 1 through 3. I said remaster, not remake. Don't change any of the mini games. Don't change any of the boards. Just update the graphics.
No graphics. I want the polygons.
Please. I mean, hey, I've always thought with 3 remasters, that'd be a really cool option to just like play it in the old graphical style.
Like
that'd
the
be
old,
cool.
like Halo did.
They have that in Resident Evil. The new RE remake.
Yeah.
You can, it's like it's
That's
DLC or
really
something.
cool. But
I know
also
they did that with Halo Evolution, where you could like switch back and forth between the new style and the old, which I loved.
the
Chief,
one
new
thing
chief.
the one thing I'd like to add to this remaster, online mode,
Yeah, that'd be
online
cool.
party. It should have been in Super Mario Party.
It really
So
should.
you can't beat up your friends next to you. You have to travel across the globe.
You gotta hold angst towards people across the
You have to
world.
hold angst towards random man 999 from Europe.
You can't tell people
Put-
that you hate them.
Put Waluigi in Smash 7_0_7.
No, I want Mario Party with online where you cannot turn on voice chat.
Please.
No option.
That or I want Mario Party online with no voice chat. So you're sitting alone in
And you
your
only
room.
can taunt.
Just text chat.
Yeah, no, it'd be like in the GameCube games where you can just like spam the L button, like if you'd be like wah 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 wah, and everyone's like, please stop.
There's no mute.
Also, whenever you play in online, your volume on your TV gets locked, so you can't turn it down.
That'd be
It
worse
gets
than
locked on full
Overwatch.
blast. But no, like I mean, I love the first 3 Mario Party games, even though I assume I would like 3. I've never played it.
It's pretty
'cause
okay.
It's like impossible to get.
You know, we've got these things called emulators, right?
Cameron, those are less than legal. I would never partake in that. Can't see what I'm doing right now.
No,
it's a
they
very
can't.
Visual gesture.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I've always thought the N64 Mario parties were the best ones. Mario Party 8 is
Pretty good.
up there with mine. I was surprised with how much I like that one. I also like the Switch one. It's a little
short for me.
bare bones, yeah, is what I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot in it, but not a lot of good things. It's kind of like they basically just like put a bunch of stuff in a box, and they were like, "Hey, there's a lot of stuff in this box," and you're like, "But I care about like
2 of these."
like maybe like a quarter of this box." It's like there's a lot of stuff in that box. Though.
And they just keep shaking
Hey, is there
it
an
at you.
online mode in this box? No.
Was 8 the last one on the GameCube?
8 was on the Wii.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had 7.
7 was the last one on the GameCube.
I
1
like
1 through 3 is N64. 4 through 7 is GameCube. 8 and 9 are Wii.
Yeah.
10 is Wii U. Super is Switch.
Yeah.
I liked 7.
But yeah, that's my number 1.
Okay.
My number 2, a Donkey Kong 64 remaster.
That'll
Please.
never happen.
I know it won't. I can dream.
Yeah, not getting it.
Please. Well,
It's rare.
I think it's more possible. I know it's not going to happen. I'll just flat out say that. I think it's more possible than I think a lot of people think. Because I mean, like,
Yeah, I guess they released Donkey Kong
Microsoft,
Country.
like, they've said, like mostly in regard to like Banjo being in Smash. They've been like, if Nintendo wants to put Banjo in Smash, they have our blessing to do so. So like,
and Master Chief.
that's it.
And
I mean, as far as like having the rights to the character, I mean, like, at Microsoft, I mean, they can't do anything with Donkey Kong 64. So like, Nintendo still has the. I mean, I don't know how it really works with Rare, kind of being the ones that made it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's something that I
mean,
would.
they remade Donkey Kong Country. Well, they didn't remake it. They made new games.
I
I don't know if they'd be able to make a remake of it and let that fly, but
yeah, I don't know, because I mean, they've never re-released the Country games.
yeah.
I think they ported them to the Game Boy, but like that was about it.
I think
but
so,
I
yeah.
think that was also before Rare left.
yeah.
But I love Donkey Kong 64 so much. Like that is probably my favorite game. One of my favorite games on the N64.
That was a
That's
good
the one everyone
childhood.
skips.
I know,
The
and I don't
3D
know
Rare games, 'cause
why.
everyone plays Banjo. Some people play Conquer.
I like
no
it
one plays
better than
Donkey Kong.
Banjo.
I was
I'm
gonna say no one
sorry,
plays.
Brendan.
I never cared for those Banjo-Kazooie games, and Ukulele, I less so.
I have Banjo.
Ukulele,
I've never
I've
played
heard
it.
was probably one of the biggest disappointments.
Yeah.
Hat in Time though, I love Hat in Time so much.
And time's good.
That indie game that was being in production for like 6 years, and no one thought was gonna come out, and then they were like, "We're doing it."
Comes out
They
sweaty.
came out like haggard, like clothes torn. They're like, they're holding up like a flashlight. They're like, "We got it. We'll just release it, please." Grant
Get it out
worked
of
so
our
hard
head.
on the soundtrack. No, like it. I mean, it's a indie game, so it's not very long, but like it's
good.
leagues above Ukulele. Yeah, no, I played Banjo-Kazooie. Like I just something about Donkey Kong 64. I don't even care that I'll admit I don't even care that much for Donkey Kong Country, so it's not even like a Donkey Kong thing. I just love Donkey Kong 64 so much, and I want to play it more again, please. My third one was a bit. It's a Pokemon game. It was I tossed around a couple ideas. One of them was another Stadium game. Just because, I mean, like, Stadium 1 and 2 are very good. Battle Revolution was not as very good as those two, but, like...
Yeah, I think it's because, like, that one kind of forced you to buy Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum just to, like, get better Pokemon.
Yeah, that too.
Also weird.
It just kind of felt more bare bones than Stadium 1 and 2. Like, I remember booting it up when I got it for Christmas one year, and I was like... It was just like, all right, you have all the Pokemon, go into a battle. And I was like, oh...
Oh,
I guess.
we're just doing this now.
Go
Go Giratina.
But no, I mean, like, there's quite a few Pokemon they'd have to add, and I feel like it'd just kind of be a lot. I'd really like a new Mystery Dungeon game.
That'd be cool.
My favorite one is Sky, and like that whole like Time and Darkness series. Sky, obviously, it's like the emerald of that group, and so I mean, it's the better one. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS. The first one was terrible.
Oh yeah,
As are
absolutely.
a lot of 3DS games of that era that we won't get into right now.
Yeah. We only have
However,
so much time.
Super Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS, that game surprised me with how good it is. I almost like it better than Sky.
I have yet to play Super Mystery Dungeon.
I only played Blue Rescue Team.
I
and I love Blue Rescue Team.
I wasn't super into those ones. I mean, like they're good. Don't get me wrong. Like
love
they're
them.
solid. They're solid 6.5s for me. I like a good 6.5. Don't get me wrong on that. Like it's a good 6.5. But like I mean, but the one I arrived at is Pokemon Conquest. No.
I was gonna say Conquest.
What's Conquest?
Do you remember Pokemon Conquest?
Yeah, I remember Conquest.
It
yeah.
was the turn-based strategy Pokemon cross Nobunaga's Ambition game that absolutely no one asked for, no one wanted, but Nintendo made anyway. And they ported that over to the North America market, but not the Mystery Dungeon WiiWare games that they made. Why would they not do that? That's beyond me. Please, Nintendo, why do you do this to me? But no, in all seriousness, the third game, another Shadow Pokemon game.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love the Shadow Pokemon.
I would give anything for another Shadow Pokemon game. Even as much as I like want a new one, I mean, if I just got like a Coliseum and Gale of Darkness.
I liked Coliseum. Everyone forgets that one exists. Everyone remembers Gale of Darkness.
So good.
I liked Gale of Darkness better, and I think it's a better game overall, but Coliseum is still very good.
It's because Coliseum was like the start of the Shadow Pokemon, and Gale of Darkness just continued it.
It was the start, and Gale of Darkness was the end.
Yeah, you're right.
Like did some cool stuff.
They really, I love the concept of Shadow Pokemon. It's so cool.
It is. Some of the movies got more dark.
Oh yeah, yeah, because that's around the time when the last like dark one. The last Pokemon movie that I really enjoyed a lot was the Manaphy movie.
Yes, the Manaphy.
Yeah, that one was alright.
Something about the Manaphy movie. Like I also just like I love the Hoenn cast.
It was good
because that was like their like last hurrah. I love the Manaphy movie so much. I think that's my favorite one.
And they showed Weasel like as hey, here's the next Pokemon coming out thing.
Yeah, there was that pirate man who was really cool.
I remember when Jesse and James made a joke about diamonds and pearls.
They did, and Platinum.
I was like, whoa, they did that.
They did the
They can't say that.
But they did.
No, yeah, a lot of the Pokemon movies were really good. The Hoenn movies were really good because you had the Jirachi one, the Deoxys one.
Deoxys is probably my favorite one.
Deoxys is very good.
I love the Deoxys one because, like, no one had a fear of Pokemon. Like, there are people in real life that are afraid of animals, and, like, no one in the Pokemon world had a fear of Pokemon.
That's fair.
And this kid was, like, the first one.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
I remember staying up from school sick, and I watched that movie, like, all day.
I had it recorded on our cable box for the longest time. At one point, I was watching it when I was really tired, and I accidentally deleted it from our cable box, and I actually cried.
Here, I'm going to get real old school. I recorded it on a VHS cassette.
Oof.
And
wow.
Yeah, that's how old school I was.
Wow.
I can still remember, like, realizing what I did when I was like, wait, no. Like, Deoxys, please.
Gosh.
But back to video. Yeah, that's my 3 for Nintendo. I mean, obviously, like, there's some other things. Like, those are the, like, if I had to choose 3 games, like if I was brought to Nintendo, they're like, you get to pick the 3 games that we make, I'd be like, those 3.
Yep, done.
Please do it. Who wants to go next?
I'll go, I guess.
Okay.
I would love for a remake of Digimon World 3 because that was by far one of my favorite Digimon games. Just because, like, I love the Digivolving, like how you could go to different branches and stuff like that. It was just a really good one. It was really fleshed out pretty well. You had like 3 Digimon you could choose from, and you can.
What was that for?
PlayStation 1.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then
put that boy on the Switch.
Yeah, please.
Put everything on the Switch.
Just remake that.
Put the
upgrade
Switch
the
on
graphics.
the Switch.
You know, I'm pretty sure they have. So there's that. Just because I really liked it and it was super fun. I loved just like playing hide and seek with Vmon. Just because like you couldn't see him because of the graphics were so bad. In the overworld, you couldn't see anything. So you just had to go to
You can't see me and Drew like right now, but it's a lot of just like head nodding because I've never played this game.
I honestly haven't either. The only Digimon game I played was Cyber Sleuth.
It's fine.
It's all good. I have done the same thing.
It was what was Cyber Sleuth before Cyber Sleuth.
Yeah.
You get trapped.
I've seen gameplay of it. I think
it's really good. Like it's surprisingly interesting. Like
Digimon is a very slept-on franchise.
Yeah.
And like people call it the copycat of Pokemon, and
it's all Pokemon people are like Digimon's banned. It's like okay.
It was fine. Like it was.
That's what all capture, battle, monster.
Yeah.
series said about the other.
You're right.
Yeah, it's
You're 100% right.
Yu-Gi-Oh's better than Digimon and Pokemon. No, Bakugan.
Yeah, you had the
Bakugan.
Bakugan kid sitting in the corner.
Like
Like,
6 of them. They're all ages 12 and under.
oh yeah.
Dude,
And you had the
Bakugan.
Beyblade fellas.
Also ages
Hey.
12 and under.
Hey, Beyblade was good. Don't you?
Cue all the Beyblade fans.
All right,
yelling at
well,
me.
we got one of them in here. We got to find the 11 more.
Let her rip, guys. Anyways, so there's that. I would do that. And let's see. I would love to have a new Pokemon Ranger game.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
another one that I
I remember those.
See, the Wii U would have been really.
It would have been
I
perfect.
feel like the statement the Wii U would have been. The game could have done really well on the Wii U can be applied to nearly every single like IP that Nintendo has. Because like Ranger would have been really cool. I was waiting for it. They even started to release DS games on the Virtual Console for the Wii U before they were like, hey, Switch time. But no, that'd be really cool. I mean, I love the Ranger games. Shadows of Almia was my favorite.
Yeah, I had that one.
They were all really good though. That's the thing.
Weren't there only 2 or there were 3?
Yeah.
Because there was the original one, which was the least good.
Yeah.
The second one, which was the best, and the third
There
one.
was a third one.
Yeah, it did a lot with Johto because it came out around the time of Heart Gold. That one, I think a lot of people didn't really know about that one all that much, but
Yeah.
I like it. I forget what it was even called.
I really liked the second one just because you got to pick your partner Pokemon.
Yeah, that's
instead
you had like 6. It was like Mystery Dungeon where you have like 16 to choose from, and I was like, yo, that's cool. Because I mean, I get what they were going for in the first one where like you had the Plusle and the Minun with the male and female.
because like the anime one.
And then in the third one where I think you had the like little notched-eared Pichu.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because that was like the big
There was
thing.
like time travel in that one, and I mean obviously because like Celebi
Celebi.
and stuff, but like it was super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Guardian Signs. That's what it was
Yep,
called
yep,
because
yep,
the
yep,
main
yep, yep.
thing was you summon the legendaries by like drawing their like emblem.
Yeah. See, that was too much work for me. I would
Whoa.
never remember the emblems.
Yeah, no, you had to carve a circle in the earth to summon Suicune to be like, hey, get me across this pond.
just do this ancient ritual as this guy's
Entei,
like,
burn down this forest so I can find this lost Pokemon, please.
imagine the lost Pokemon inside as the forest burns around them as this giant dog.
Don't worry, I've saved you.
But the forest is destroyed and all these Pokemon are homeless now.
I've saved this one.
Yeah,
But no, yeah, I would love a new Ranger game.
It'd be good.
Yeah, Pokemon really, like I said, Pokemon really did go kind of crazy in like the mid to late 2000s.
Yeah, like the like game
I feel like
Cube.
they're kind of in like a safe area right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the spin-off games aren't as like popular and stuff, and they did a lot and also not very much with 5th gen as far as spin-off games go. Like they kind of released a lot of like really small games in that regard, and then like I think a lot of the issue is that 6th gen just kind of came and went way too quickly, just because like X and Y were. I mean, I'll say it, they're terrible games.
They really are.
They're
didn't
my
play
least.
them.
They're my least favorite.
But
yeah, we probably should move on to your third.
yeah, my third one is again, you guys probably don't remember this, Zoids Battle Legends.
I've heard of it.
Okay, yeah.
No.
Oh, yep. So Zoids was essentially
Cameron going ancient.
I am.
I'm like, yeah, Pokemon, Mario. Cameron's like, Zoids actually.
Look, I liked it. It was a good game for the GameCube. You got to build a team of Zoids, and Zoids are essentially these giant.
Yes, Cameron, thank you. The Zoids, of course I know that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
thinking
what I was like.
annoyed.
I should probably explain what a Zoid is.
is.
So Zoids were like these giant mechs that people piloted, except all the mechs were shaped like animals in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Except they had guns on them.
As animals do in the wild.
They do. Like my favorite one was a Velociraptor that had 2 miniguns on its back.
That makes sense.
And a rocket launcher.
That's like Aerodactyl's Mega Evolution.
It really was. It had a rocket launcher on its like hands, and then its tail was a sniper rifle. It was the best.
That's just Ridley.
It was.
Just meta Ridley.
It was so cool. I loved the game because like you could pilot these things and like do all their combos and buy upgrades for your Zoid, and there were cheat codes obviously because it was GameCube. So I immediately just got infinite cash and just bought the
that
best
was like
one.
the end of cheat code era
Ugh.
game. Yeah, like that whole generation, like GameCube, original Xbox, and PS2 is such like it's in a weird limbo right now because like
We had cheat
I mean,
codes.
up until well, as far as like people knowing the games on them and playing them, because like up until Nintendo kind of got rid of the Virtual Console in this really weird move that they did, you could pretty much play any game from the NES to the N64 on the Virtual Console.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had the Wii, which could directly go into the Wii U. You had like PS1 classics on the PlayStation, and all that stuff. But like, if I were to say excluding Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, could either of you name me 3 GameCube games that have been remade?
RE4.
Besides RE4.
You got you.
That's only one.
Remade. Was Pikmin remade or
Pikmin was ported.
Okay, so
I would almost count that one
okay, are we talking remade as in
remade or remastered?
okay.
Because Wind Waker was I mean, Twilight Princess was remastered. Barely.
So there was this one game called Turok. It was
Turok.
Yeah, you remember Turok?
Yeah, they made a sequel to that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
don't
it
think
was
they
on
remade it.
Xbox.
They might have remade it for Steam.
But like, that's the thing is like, there's so many good games of that era. Like, especially like Nintendo, like Super Mario Sunshine, Thousand Year Door, the Shadow Pokemon games that like, I'd love to. I mean, I have a GameCube, so I personally can. But there's like I don't own Sunshine right now.
Kirby Air Rider. I would love a
Exactly.
Kirby Air Rider.
Kirby Air Rider.
Yeah.
Like everyone was expecting, because Nintendo on the Wii they had the N64 game. So on the Wii U, everyone was like, they're probably gonna do the upgrade to GameCube on Virtual Console.
Would be
and
nice.
then Switch came out and they're like, we're gonna get GameCube on Virtual Console. Nintendo's like, you're not even getting a Virtual Console.
I feel like that era is coming up, because right now it's big.
No, like,
everything's
that's the thing. That's
90s
its time
right now. You know.
Yeah.
Everything's late 90s because PS1, you know, all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like in the next 10, 15 years,
I
it'll be
hope-
GameCube nostalgia.
I
time.
want it sooner rather than later, because like there's so many of those games that I just want to play again. Like the Metroid Prime trilogy that Nintendo has to release this year.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way they're not. Well, that was also in the Best Buy.
Yeah, that was in the Best Buy League.
Along with A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Not A Link to the Past remade, Link to the Past direct, just like A Link to the Past. What I'm thinking with that, honestly, would be really cool is if they did that along with that Link's Awakening. I Can Speak.
Yeah, I could see.
Like
them
if they
doing
like
that.
did like a bundle of like a couple one, even if they just did those two, or if they were like have the Oracle games too.
like the Oracle games.
I don't know if I would be super okay with having them all in the Link's Awakening art style.
What about Hyrule
Like the new
Warrior?
one.
Yeah.
I have to look at it more before I get my opinion on that. 'Cause it looks really cutesy, which it's cool, but like,
I would
don't
very
know.
much prefer the A Link Between Worlds art style. I am okay with this art style for Link's Awakening.
It's
as
all right. It's not my
It's a
cup of
very
tea.
different game.
Yeah.
I think. You did your 3, right?
Yeah, that was my
Okay,
thing.
Andrew Brown.
All right.
What you got?
For my 3, I was gonna say this is gonna be kind of a surprise. I didn't get to play any of the Zelda remakes because I didn't have a Wii U. I would really like to play. 'Cause I remember the Wind Waker remake came out, and I was like, I really like to play Wind Waker again because I played it when I was younger, and I bought it at a con for the GameCube, and because I didn't have a Wii U, and I plugged it in, and I was like, this is cool. Then I looked at videos of the new one, and I was like, man.
Yeah, no, I
Because that art style really like was helped by that remake.
Yeah, I got the special edition Wii U with that had Wind Waker on it, so I just have it. I still have it just sitting in my Wii U. I haven't played much of it, and I don't know why. I want to.
I never owned a Wii U, so.
But no, like honestly, because I mean, even I know we just got them for the 3DS, but like, I want another Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask. Like,
That'd be nice. For what?
I'd like them on a
Switch?
console.
Okay,
Again,
yeah.
on
Yeah,
the
I guess
Switch.
that's true.
That's the cool thing about the Switch is because like you get that
portable.
portability and the console aspect of it. Like, they're never gonna do it, but like if
We got
I mean, well,
Skyrim,
they
so I
kind of
mean,
did
like-
it with the GameCube era where when you get the Wind Waker bonus disc that had Ocarina and Majora on
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And those were slightly remastered.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
that's where the master mode of Ocarina first kind of came into fruition. Because I thought that was just a 3DS thing at first, but then I was like, oh, that was the thing. Because I like a lot of things about the remakes, and I would like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fall into the list of Wii U ports to Switch, please.
Yeah. I also, y'all know I'm a Pikmin man.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like
mean,
a new
everyone.
Pikmin game. Pikmin 3 be ported. New Pikmin 4. That'd be cool.
I don't know why they haven't ported Pikmin 3. That's the one that I'm like.
I know we got that. Really
that one
dumb
in Wonderful
on the
101
3DS.
that I'm like, why?
That's my next one.
Which one?
Wonderful 101. Platinum
Well,
Games.
I've never heard of it.
It's,
It released for the Wii
I wish
U.
Wonder Red was in Smash.
At least it's an assist trophy.
Yeah, Wonderful 101 is really cool.
You mean like
I never got to
Waluigi?
play it because it's on Wii U.
Yeah.
But there's so many different play styles to that game. Like
Yeah.
there's so many different parts, and it's so cool because it's Platinum Games. Platinum Games is great. They made Bayonetta, all those really cool games for Vengeance.
Didn't Platinum Games make Devil May Cry?
No.
No? Okay.
That's Capcom.
Okay.
It's the same kind of play styles like Bayonetta and stuff.
Yeah, I was
but-
gonna say it looks a lot like the art style.
That's
in...
why Dante's in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a Marvel hero.
He's showing up.
I was gonna say as a little bonus.
Is he going to be an Endgame?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I was gonna say as a little bonus. New F-Zero. That'd be cool. Of any kind. I don't care.
Sorry. What was that?
I love F-Zero.
I don't know that franchise.
So neither does anybody.
I know. All right. So that was kind of the Nintendo one. I'm gonna kind of go. The next one was gonna be just like other than Nintendo. I'm just gonna go pretty rapid fire on that one. I'm going to apologize right now, Drew, for my first one, Persona 3 remake. I'm sorry.
You know it.
I
You
know
it.
it deserves it. It really needs it. Persona.
It's just Persona 3 never got its definitive version. It kind of did with Portable, but at the same time it's Portable.
If you combine FES and Portable, it would. I mean, FES is essentially the definitive edition that isn't a definitive edition.
Yeah, I'd say if get FES and like Portable, like the FemC, give that an option.
Yeah.
Give it like the new Persona graphics.
I'd like a 3 and 4 because I mean 4. I tried.
Well, if they
I
did-
tried to play Golden recently and I was like,
If they did
I
3,
don't know,
they'd
I'm
have
not liking
to,
this too much.
If they did 3, they'd have to do 4
I'd like that, yeah.
because people like 4 more than 3.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
Here, I'll give you a second to think.
I'd like a couple. There's a couple Tales games that I'd like kind of brought up because I know
They shut down.
Well, Symphonia kind of got both of its games ported to the PS3, but that happened like right as the PS4 kind of took over for Sony, and I was like, oh, cool. Well, I guess there's no point in buying that on the PS3. Oh wait, I think I own it on Steam. I don't know. If anyone else wants to jump in with one while I try to think of a third one, go for it.
Persona 3 was my big one. And I knew you'd take
know,
it.
I know.
I kind of want this game called Invisimals, which was for PSP only.
All right, time to shut down.
Yep, I guess. It was a game that you had like a camera that you had to like search around for invisible creatures, hence Invisimals, and then capture them in cards.
Like Fatal Frame, but with cute animals.
Essentially.
Whoa.
Whoa,
And like there was
that's
this
amazing.
there was like this story behind it. Like there were actors that like real people like acting out these things like, hey, this is going on. And they were traveling the world and it was really cool. And like there was a darker story, like the Invisimals were infecting people and killing them from the inside out. And it got dark real quick.
Whoa, it's like Kimono Friends.
Pretty much.
Kimono Friends,
It gets really cute, but then it gets really dark.
the R version.
So Drew, how about you?
I know I just brought up Fatal Frame. I like Fatal Frame.
All right, Fatal Frame it is.
Fatal Frame isn't Nintendo, I guess. It was on GameCube, I think, or something. But I like Fatal Frame. I think it would
That's
be
fair.
It would be good. They'll never do it because it's a real Japanese game. But
That's true.
Right. Drew's not gonna like my final one.
Your final
I'd
form.
like another Danganronpa game.
Okay.
That
No.
isn't Ultra Super Girls 2.
no,
I know.
I mean,
no.
yeah, no. I was gonna say
I
if they somehow were able to just get rid of V3 and
V3 was good.
if they were able to
Fight.
non-canonize V3 and
V3 was
throw in
good.
whatever. It was good. It's just the ending was just so.
The ending is good.
Nah, it's not that great.
It's good.
Oh gosh.
It's so not good.
It's
Good. Shut up, Drew. I want one. They could go the Danganronpa 2 route and be like, hey, here's some things that went on with V3. But that's mine. I just want it.
I think Danganronpa's. If people want
The
to
Danganronpa creator, I mean,
I feel like
he straight up said he's not going to make any more Danganronpa games. He gave them his blessing if they want to make another one.
yeah,
He
I feel
literally
like,
said he was like, if you guys want to do another Danganronpa game, go for it.
I feel like it's I bet he's kind of burnt out on it, but I feel like his next game will be very good because it's not Danganronpa.
I'm very excited for those games.
Yeah, him and Zero Escape Man gonna rep it.
All right, Cameron, got any more before we head out here?
Not really. I think like most of mine were Nintendo anyways.
That's kind of why I tried to separate them, just because
Yeah.
I knew Nintendo would take it over. Like, the issue is a lot of them. It's like I want that remastered. I want that remastered. I want that remastered. Just because like like I said, with that like GameCube era of like games, like
it was our
not
childhood.
a lot of them have been remastered, and like we've gotten some updated graphics on some N64 games, but like.
Oh, I know what game I want. The Lion King.
Please.
The SNES one?
Yeah.
Oh,
The one that was the original Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some games I'd want to update. Like, I want Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door looking like Color Splash, because Color Splash looks very good.
Wait, what about Sticker Star?
You shut your mouth.
Stickers
We ain't doing that. That's not what we're
Alright.
That's not what we're ending this on. If we talked about that, that'd just be me screaming about Sticker Star for an
I'll just
hour.
I'll just edit it in post.
Please.
I'll
Delete all of our other stuff and leave Sticker Star.
No, I was gonna just condense it down to 1 second of an hour-long screen.
That's fair. I wish they would have ported Luigi's Mansion to the Switch instead of the DS. That was a terrible decision on Nintendo's part, and I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, it could have looked so much better on the
It didn't even look any better than the GameCube, because like the 3DS had like GameCube era graphics.
Yeah, the
and
3DS,
and so it was
I
like,
remember, it's
also
about-
the 3DS is dead.
Yeah.
Please.
They need to kill it off. Well, yeah, I think that's about our time up is definitely yes. That's a sentence that I said right there. Don't worry. I will be okay after this. I'm in no medical danger. There's probably going to be more stuff like this in the future. A couple other topics. Who knows? I'll go on an anime rant one of these days. That'll happen.
Oh, no.
It'll just be the hour of you ranting.
Yeah, that's fair. There'll be an episode where someone just asks me about Sticker Star or Bethesda, and I'll go off.
You'll just hear a slap.
Oh, there'll be a couple slaps. But yeah, no. I'm Kyle Glockner,
I'm Cameron Button.
And I'm Drew Brown.
and thanks for goofing off with us on the Goofcast. Bye bye.